Mars Transit Effect report. This particular report is very thorough, and this report will last for more than a month, and may I say the 1 month plus. So this is a Mars Transit Effect for all of you, and this is a report of around about 40 days of Mars Transit Effect. So press the bell for liking and become our subscriber. Significance of transiting Mars from 2nd April till 11th of May 2026 in English. Mars has traditionally been considered a very malefic planet in Indian astrology that is more likely to produce evil than good. But this is not so, and this is not true. Although, as is the case with any planet, if the energies of Mars are allowed to operate to excess, its effects can be, may I say that, quite difficult. But usually there is nothing to fear from its transit. And in fact, its energies are a vital part of our life. Mars is an energy planet. Specifically, it rules the energy that an individual uses to maintain himself or herself in the face of pressure from all his or her environment. The Mars energy says that is what I am and I can be no other way. That is Mars within you. And prepare the individual to fight, to face, to act if necessary, to maintain his or her position. Obviously, one can have no individuality without this energy. No one, male, female, no one. Without Mars energy, you will not have any personality. It is a fundamental part of the ego and drive, and anyone in whom this energy is weak is not much of a personality. In socially, we call them wet lettuce or call them names. Person with the weak Mars often do the things that are attributed to a strong Mars, such as acting extremely irritable, such as extremely argumentative. These people have to constantly reassure themselves that they are strong, which would be unnecessary if they really were strong. When you're really strong, you don't need assurances. But when you're quite weak person and you know you're weak, you need all the time assurances. It is true, however, that a person with a strong Mars is likely to be rather domineering, will not be submissive, will always stand for himself or herself against all the odds. Mars, with a strong Mars with a person, this person is himself or herself is an army. Mars is also connected with the work and physical energy. And often its transit signify a day when you feel very energetic and extremely vigorous. In fact, one way to ensure that a Mars transit will not cause dispute or argument with others, which is a sign of male functioning of Mars energy, is to have plenty of hard work to do. The negative side of Mars most often manifests itself when there is no other outlet of its energy. As Mars transit in each planet in your horoscope, the energy area of life related to this planet will become energized. When Mars transit each and every planet in your house, each and every house in your house, in horoscope, I'm going to repeat this again from here. As Mars transit each and every house in your house horoscope, the area of life related to that house will become energized. When Mars transits Venus, you seek out physical love. When Mars transits Mercury, you look for mental activity. But there's more to it than that. When Mars transits a planet, your ego drive are likely to incorporate of that planet's energies. You will try to establish your individuality toward others through the issue related to that planet. This can result in conflict with others if the energy gets too strong or encounters serious resistance from others. And of course, there is nothing wrong with good fight. If it serves some purpose, fighting is one way to learn about your own strength in an interpersonal sense. As Mars transit each house, the affair of that house become energized. Just as with the transited Mars, also you will be most active or seek to assert yourself through the affair of the house occupied by transiting Mars. Here again, you are most likely to have a conflict with others in this area of your life. The only real danger with Mars is that its energies, when submitted to the physical level, can signify accident, specifically from burns or fires, and illness involving fever and infection. This is often the result of frustrated ego energies. Although you have to dig around in your psyche to realize that you must learn to express your resentment and anger, for they are a legitimate part of your being. Taurus, month of April 2026, and Mars transit for you in 2026 April. Transit of Mars in 11th house for Taurus, starting from 2nd April 2026, carry on till 11th May 2026. Taurus, during this particular period of time, Mars will move through your 11th house. Mars is the lord of your 7th house and lord of your 12th house. So Mars, 4th aspect on your 2nd house, 7th aspect on your 5th house, 8th aspect on your 6th house. So Taurus, you will be highly active, very creative, and extremely dynamic. Taurus, you will enjoy good income, have a professional rising. Your dignity, your status will be rising, enhanced. Business will provide you gain, and you will acquire comfort, vehicle, lifestyle. Your family life will be source of comfort. You'll be acting very clever, very popular, very resourceful, and blessed with all kind of support system. You'll be happy-go-lucky and excellent at performing arts. You may be official, leader. You'll be acting very, very brave, performing good deeds, outstandingly performance, and will extremely skilled when it comes to art and music. You'll be extremely successful, enjoying favor from the highest authority. If you're a performing artist, you'll achieve a contract. If you're a project manager, company CEO, program manager, you'll be outstanding in your performance. You'll get the wealth in the form of valuable items and assets. You will excel in your position, attaining name and fame and recognition, and you'll be recognized by professional people, powerful people. During this particular period, when Mars transit through 11th house, this is bringing happy timing for you, for your family. This time period bestow you land, property, profit in your field of business or trade. Some of you are also likely to gain from siblings during this particular time. This could be a very good time for those who are employed, professionally employed, self-employed. Some of you may expect a rise in your income, in your position at this time. Moreover, all your undertaking are likely to succeed, bringing you more gain. This could be regarded as a time when you would see improvement not only in your professional life, but also personal day-to-day life. You may also expect upward move in your social status, prestige, respect during this particular time. Your personality would glow, reflecting your accomplishment. Some of you are also expecting a new member of the family, bringing you more profit, more happiness, more peace. Your family life bring more upward happiness. Health sector should be fine, keeping hale and hearty, free from disease. You are likely to feel more fearless than ever. Mars position in your 11th house. This is a time to formulate your goals, actively pursuing them. You identify your basic ego energy very much with the future now. And you want to work today for the sake of what you can bring about tomorrow. This is also a house of group relationship, 11th house, which means that you will be able to achieve your goal most effectively by working cooperatively with others. This is not a house or good time to be loner. No. Now, if you're working with a team, you can multiply your success 5 times, 11 times, 110 times. Nor should allow your own ego energy to conflict everyone else. No. Team action is the watchword with Mars in this house. Yes, you can multiply your success 1,000 times if Mars is in the 11th house and you're working with a team. But this represents a problem since the Mars energy is within you, as in everyone as well, as expressed through totally individual action rather than for or with others. The trick is that this transit to create a balance between your own self-interest and other people's interest. But you should not deny that your ego or subordinate yourself to the need of others. Rather, you have to coordinate your need with others' need. Part of the problem may be lying finding people with whom you can work, but when you have found them, this should be a very productive time. Needless to say, if you do not succeed in finding such a group, there will be difficulties between you and people around you, for your own ego needs will be in conflict with everyone else's need. Likewise, you will be more than usually resentful of group pressure and you find it difficult to work with another person or any other project. But remember that this kind of problem represents a poorly handled use of the Mars energy. If you handle this energy correctly, this should not happen. Physical activity with friends such as athletics is especially good for as the project in which you work with a number of other people. Mars always demands that you get some strong personal gratification from what you do. So do not pursue yourself in a backseat position with others. That will only lead to negative manifestation of this energy as discussed above. Right now, eligible new members to the Prakash Astrologer app can also claim a complimentary one-to-one basic consultation with me. After you register on the app, you receive your welcome email. You will then have 7 days to book your free session and bring the most important question on your mind so you can get clear personal guidance. So don't hesitate. Visit astrology.prakashastrologer.com and sign up today, and together we'll remove as much as uncertainty from your life as possible.